is Candace. I'm from New Orleans, Louisiana, and my pronouns are she and her. Having an abortion really empowered me going forward. I was a junior in college. I was about 21 years old, and it was just normal final season. And I remember waking up and remembering if my cycle isn't here, I'm going to go to the bathroom and scream. I went to the bathroom and I literally screamed because my cycle hadn't started, and that was really unusual for me. I had a very normal cycle, so and it was unusual also because my mom was home and my mom had overslept for work that day, so she had heard this chaos in the bathroom. So she had bust into the bathroom, was like, "Oh my God, are you okay? Are you okay?" So I told her what was going on, and she was like, "Rest assured, everything's gonna be fine. Just figure out what's going on. Go take a pregnancy test." So fast forward a few hours, I went to Xavier University of Louisiana. I was on campus and I went to our normal clinic, a clinic that I was very familiar with. I went there to get headache medicine, stomach medicine, regular things like that. And I got a pregnancy test and it was positive. And of course I was frozen in the chair. My stomach completely flipped upside down. I didn't have to think twice that I didn't want to be pregnant. That just wasn't what I had planned for myself. It wasn't a decision that was hard for me to make. So I was I asked the nurse, because I knew I didn't want a child, but I didn't know what were the steps to take to get there, because it was my first time ever in this situation. So the nurse was like, "Oh, it's too late for plan B, there's no pill that exists, what are you talking about," and stuff like that. So I immediately was not satisfied with that answer. So I left. I just scurried, gathered all my stuff, and I just left. And I ended up doing some research on my own, and I found an abortion clinic in New Orleans, which was 5 minutes from my house, which I was really lucky that I didn't have to travel and go very far for it. So thinking back in hindsight, I wonder, was that nurse misguiding me on purpose, because Xavier University is a Catholic HBCU, and so, or was she just a really misled healthcare professional on a campus with women, 85% people identify as women. So I thought it was really strange for her to give me such bad advice when there's this could happen to anybody on this campus at any time. So fast forward, I was able to secure an appointment at the clinic. I had a supportive parent, a supportive partner at the time, and I really was just excited to go through with the decision. I always say that an abortion saved my life, because having something inside of me that I didn't want there was closer to dying than living. I believe that nothing can be used against your consent, not even your unborn child. So if I don't want you there, then that's the only reason that I need to not have you there. So I was really happy to go through with the process, but I was really upset because it took so long. I had to have 3 appointments, and each appointment lasted over 3 hours. So it's if they wanted to give you time to rethink your idea, you had a lot of time sitting in that waiting room, very dark, and you couldn't have anybody with you. So it was very just going through the motions. I just was annoyed because why do I have to do this? I just want to just get it over with as soon as possible. So I was able to go in, I got an ultrasound. They were able to give me misoprostol to pass the pregnancy. But one of the things that really stuck out to me was I had to be counseled in the office by a man. And so when I immediately walked in, I'm like, "Why are you here? Who are you? I don't need you to counsel me. I don't need a man to be in the room for me to make a decision." And I just thought that was really weird, because he was like, "Oh, is anybody pressuring you? Do you have any other options?" It's I'm already here. This is my option. This is what I want to do. Why would you think that I need you to help me process this? And it really just made me irate from that point on. I don't believe that men should be involved in those decisions, and it kind of just lets me be more of a raging feminist and a radical feminist. And then it shows me how much patriarchy is cloaked into our healthcare profession, and it's it just makes everything just so much more difficult. And I'm pretty sure that was one of the reasons why I had to wait, was because people had to talk to this man. You're wasting people's time. So that's one of the biggest things I remember from my abortion story, because it just made me feel I needed somebody to hold my hand, and it makes me feel they believe that all women need somebody to hold their hand, when it's we have all, if you are giving all the tools, we are able to make the decisions that we want to make. So that was that. But so the abortion passed relatively quickly. I was able to take the medicine, regular bleeding were going on, and I was just happy that it was over. My life went on the way I wanted it to, because I was able to make a decision that I wanted to make. So I definitely would want to share a message with people that abortion is not just for rape and incest. Like, abortion is for any reason, anytime, any place, anywhere, any person. That's what the message I want to tell with my abortion story. And so I'm just like really want to be an entry point for people to receive care where they don't have to feel like it's so serious, it's so dark, we have to be so discreet. And it's like, I really want to be a part of a conversation that normalizes abortion, because it's just healthcare, and I just wanted to move on with my life and go back to finish my finals. I didn't want to be a parent, and that wasn't like this enormous catastrophic decision. I just wanted to move on with my life. And so that will be a message that I want to share with people.